Salute. You are now watching Wild Country Daily Updates. This is a daily update. This article is from Reuters, and this is about Trump's trade war intensifies. So let's listen to this clip. I'm going to play this small clip, and then I'll read some of the article, and then I'll leave the rest of the article in the description after the video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
U.S. President Donald Trump's new 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada took effect on Tuesday, along with a doubling of duties on Chinese goods to 20%. He said that all three countries had failed to do enough to stop fentanyl from entering the U.S. The trade wars could slam economic growth and lift prices for Americans still hurting from years of high inflation. Canada swiftly retaliated. Here's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods, starting with tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods immediately, and tariffs on the remaining $125 billion of American products in 21 days' time. Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said she would unveil her response this weekend.
Por ello, hemos decidido responder. Therefore, we have decided to respond with tariff and non-tariff measures that I will announce in a public square next Sunday. It is by no means our purpose to start an economic or trade confrontation, which unfortunately and regrettably is the opposite of what we should be doing. That is, integrating our economies more to strengthen our region.
China announced additional tariffs of 10 to 15% on certain U.S. imports from March 10th, and a series of new export restrictions for designated U.S. entities. Later, it said it had raised complaints about the new measures with the World Trade Organization. The tariffs are already sparking some U.S. price increases on goods, running counter to Trump's election vow to bring down living costs for Americans. The Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta's GDP Now model showed us.
First of all, Mexico, you don't want to start nothing, but yet, okay, we pay $5 for a shirt from Mexico in our stores, okay? Say $5 to $10. You guys in Mexico are paying for that same shirt for $2 or $3. So who's winning in the end? We're not winning. We're losing. So yeah, I do agree to put a hike on some of the prices. But don't make a dumb move to where it's going to put us back and hurt us either.
A stunning shift to a 2.8% U.S. GDP contraction in the first quarter, from a 2.3% estimated growth last week.
Okay, now, summary. Tariffs on Canada, Mexico, Chinese goods come into force. U.S. Commerce Chief says Trump may work out partial solution. It goes on to say Canada's Trudeau tells Trump this is a very dumb thing to do, which you just heard that. Rattled financial markets lose ground. Target, Best Buy warn of price hikes from Trump tariffs. Now, it goes on to say, U.S. President Donald Trump's new 25% tariff, which I don't think is too bad. We did have it at 10 or 15%. So 25% ain't that much more compared to when Chinese and Mexico and all them are charging us 35 to 30 to 40% tariffs. We're only doing 25% tariffs on imports. They're doing 30 and above. So yeah, we do need more skin in the game. From Mexico and Canada took effect on Tuesday, along with a doubling of duties on Chinese goods to 20%, sparking trade wars that could slam economic growth and lift prices for Americans still smarting from years of high inflation. The tariff action, which look set to upend nearly $2.2 trillion in annual trade, went live after Trump declared that the top 3 U.S. trading partners had failed to do enough to stem the flow of fentanyl and its yeah, I can't say that freaking word. I know it, but I don't pronounce it right. Precursor chemicals into the U.S. Later on Tuesday, however, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told Fox Business Network that Trump may work out a partial resolution with Canada and Mexico that could be announced on Wednesday. It goes on to say, so I think he's going to work something out with them, Lutnick said of Trump. It's not going to be a pause, none of that pause stuff. But I think he's going to figure out, you do more and I'll meet you in the middle, some way. And we're going to probably be announcing that tomorrow. It goes on to say, Lutnick said he had spoken to Mexican and Canadian officials on Tuesday. One source told Reuters he spoke with Canadian Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc. Lutnick said Trump was considering providing some relief to companies that comply with rules under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Agreement on Trade that is due for renegotiation in 2026. I think that's how you say it. Renegotiation. I'm so close.
Renegotiation.
No, wait, what is it?
Renegotiation.
Renegotiation. There. Trump is expected to tout his tariff agenda, his efforts to curb the fentanyl overdose crisis, which does need to be addressed, and a Ukraine mineral deal during a national televised address to a joint session of Congress on Tuesday night. Retaliation starts. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau described the tariffs as a very dumb thing to do and hit back with 25% tariffs on $30 billion, $20.7 billion worth of U.S. imports, including orange juice, peanut butter, wine, spirits, beer, coffee, appliances, and motorcycles. Mexico took a softer approach, vowing retaliation, but without details, saying she would announce Mexico's response on Sunday. Price hikes. The tariffs were already sparking some U.S. price increase, running counter to Trump's election vow to bring down living costs for Americans. Target CEO Brian Cornell told NBC that the retail giant would increase prices over the next couple of days. On some seasonal grocery products such as avocados from Mexico. It goes on to say, if there's a 25% tariff, those prices will go up, certainly over the next week, Cornell said. Electronics retailer Best Buy also warned of potential higher prices as the tariffs came into effect. Best Buy CEO Corey Barry told analysts on a call that China remains the top source of products sold by the company, with Mexico in second place. The 20% tariff on Chinese imports will apply to several key Chinese electronic categories untouched by prior duties, including smartphones, laptops, video game consoles, smartwatches, and speakers and Bluetooth devices. Barry said the price increase could play out over a longer period, as Best Buy typically carries about 6 weeks' worth of inventory. We estimate the tariffs could lead to a nearly $1,000 per household increase annually in the cost of goods, said Nationwide Mutual Chief Economist Kathy Bostjanic. The strengthening dollar helps mitigate some of the inflation impact, which would otherwise be greater. So I'm going to leave the rest of this article in the description down below, so look for the link in the description down below. And until next time, peace out. Always stay blessed and always stay sucker free. Peace.